People of Benue have really suffered, and what is happening now is not the first time. For years, they have been crying for peace, crying for protection, and crying for the chance to live without fear. The latest attacks only pushed them to the wall, and that is why you saw hundreds of displaced families coming out to block the Makurdi Lafia highway. That road is not just any road, it is one of the busiest highways that connect Benue to the Federal Capital Territory. When people block it, it means food trucks cannot pass, traders cannot pass, even emergency vehicles get stuck. So for those angry families to sit there under the sun with placards and with the bodies of their loved ones, it shows the pain they are carrying. They are not blocking the road for fun. They are blocking it to cry to the government, come and save us. If you are still with me, please don't forget to like this video right now and subscribe so that you will always get updates like this whenever it breaks. Now, let me tell you about the role of the vigilantes. These are ordinary men and young people who said, we cannot sit back anymore. They picked up local weapons. Some even have hunting rifles, and they started guarding their villages. Reports say that in some of these recent clashes, the militias did not have the easy victory they were used to. Why? Because the vigilantes stood their ground. The local people say that for the first time in a while, the attackers were pushed back. That is why the headline says they suffered heavy defeat. It is not because the crisis has ended, but because the balance of power is shifting a little. This is making people feel some courage, some small relief that at least they are not totally helpless. My viewers, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow and allows me to keep bringing you these updates in simple language that everyone can understand. But the question we should all ask is this: can vigilantes truly solve the problem? The truth is, they can only do a little. They may guard the roads, they may chase attackers 1 or 2 times, but without training, without resources, and without the law backing them, it is risky. If they make mistakes, innocent people may be harmed. If they clash without clear rules, it may even increase the violence. That is why many experts are saying the state government and the federal government should not ignore them. They should train them, give them proper support, and supervise them so that they can defend their communities responsibly. Do you agree with this point? Please drop your comment. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe, because your voice and your subscription really matters to these discussions. So, my viewers, let us look deeper into why the people of Benue are protesting with so much pain. Imagine being a farmer. You wake up in the morning, you carry your tools, you go to your farm, and suddenly armed men appear. They attack, they burn, they kill, and you run for your life. Maybe your wife, your husband, your child does not survive. Where do you go? You run into a camp for displaced people. In that camp, you live under a tent, you depend on donations, you wait for food that may not be enough, and you are not in your own home. That is the reality for thousands of families. And after many years of this pain, they are saying, enough is enough. If you are listening right now, please don't forget, like this video and subscribe, because this is the only way this story will spread and more people will join the conversation. Now, the highway protest is not just about blocking cars. It is a symbol. The people want leaders to see their pain. They want the whole of Nigeria to feel their suffering. When they carried the bodies of those killed and placed them on the road, they were saying to the world, do not ignore us. This act may be shocking, but it shows how desperate they are. That is why we need to think carefully. Should citizens always wait until they block a federal highway before they are heard? Or should the government be proactive in listening and solving their problems before it gets to that stage? Viewers, what do you think? Tell me in the comments. And while you are typing your comment, don't forget to subscribe so that you will get updates whenever we go live with new gist. Let us also think about the police and the soldiers. Recently, even the police tactical team was ambushed. Many officers died, some are missing. That alone shows how dangerous this situation has become. If trained officers can be ambushed like that, imagine what ordinary villagers face every day. It also shows that the attackers are not small, they are organized, they are determined, and they are well armed. This is why community defense groups, the Vigilantes, are stepping up. They say, if government officers can fall, then we cannot fold our hands. But again, my people, this is both a good and a risky development. Good because it brings courage and defense. Risky because it can create confusion, mistakes, or even clashes with official forces. So, the government must step in to coordinate them. If you agree that government needs to do more, please show support by liking this video right now. Another angle to this story is the economic impact. That Makurdi Lafia highway is a lifeline. Food items, farm produce, cattle and goods from the Middle Belt to Abuja all pass through that road. When protesters blocked it, the entire economy felt it. Traders got stuck, perishable goods spoiled, and passengers were stranded for hours. This shows how local insecurity can easily become a national problem. Because if farmers are afraid to farm, food prices will rise in the market. If roads are blocked, traders will lose money. If communities cannot live in peace, then the whole country suffers. My friends, this is why the issue of Benue is not just a Benue problem, it is a Nigerian problem. Everyone should care. If you believe this is true, please subscribe now so that your voice will not be left out. Let me ask you, my viewers, what do you think is the best way forward? Should the government bring in more soldiers? Should they support the Vigilantes more? Or should there be stronger dialogue between farmers and herders to find lasting peace? Drop your opinion below. Your comment can help shape the discussion. And while you do that, don't forget, click that like button, subscribe, because we want to build a community that talks about issues with facts and with heart. Now let us talk about the humanitarian side of this story. In Benue today, there are many camps for internally displaced persons, what people call IDPs. These camps are full of families that ran away from attacks. Some have been living there for years. Imagine living in a camp with thousands of people, sharing one small space with little food, poor water, and not enough medical care. Children cannot go to school properly. Parents cannot farm. People only wait for relief that is not enough. This is why the protest on the highway also turned into a cry against hunger and suffering. The people are saying we cannot stay here forever. Viewers, if you are listening, please like this video and subscribe, because the more we talk about it, the more people will pay attention to their pain. Let us also look at the emotional side. These families are not just hungry, they are also traumatized. They have seen violence, they have lost loved ones, and they do not know when it will stop. Some of them buried children, some buried parents, some lost their entire homes. When they sit on the road in protest, they are not just asking for security, they are also asking for dignity. They want to be treated like citizens whose lives matter. And that is why we must keep sharing their story. Please, right now, subscribe so that you can help push this message forward. Now, about the Vigilantes, let us expand more. These vigilante groups are not official soldiers. They are hunters, farmers, youths, even elders who just want to protect their community. They keep watch at night, they guard farms during the day, they check vehicles on local roads. In some cases, they succeeded in stopping attackers. This is why people are saying Fulani Militias faced defeat in recent clashes. But at the same time, we must be careful. If vigilantes act without clear rules, innocent people can be mistaken as attackers. If vigilantes clash with official security forces, confusion may rise. That is why experts keep saying government should integrate them, train them, and give them equipment, but also monitor them. My viewers, what do you think? Should government fully recognize vigilantes, or should they disband them? Share your thought below and don't forget to like this video and subscribe right now. Let us now connect this to a bigger national issue. Many of these conflicts are rooted in land use and grazing problems. Farmers need land to plant crops. Herders need space for their cattle to graze. When the population grows, land becomes scarce and clashes begin. If there is no proper policy on land, no clear rules for grazing, then both sides will keep fighting. This is why experts are calling for national solutions, not just local solutions. Some say grazing reserves should be developed, others say ranching is the way forward, while others want stronger enforcement of anti-open grazing laws like the one in Benue. But until Nigeria agrees on one clear path, the crisis will keep repeating. Do you think ranching is the best way forward? Or do you think another idea will work better? Tell me in the comment section, and please subscribe so you don't miss our next update on this matter.